Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I was able to beat pros like Asaph and Oyassuu in Clash Royale with Lavaloon Mighty Miner. I apologize for the audio, I had to record this on vacation, but please like, comment, and subscribe, especially comment if you enjoyed this video. Alright, so Asaph here, if you didn't already know who he was, he's got the #1 finish, the top 10 global tournament finish. He's a really good player, and I was very excited to beat him, especially since this was on stream. So yeah, he goes with the Royal Ghost first play. I just respond with the tombstone, and I believe he just logs it. It is what it is. That's a 5-on-3 trade, so I just ignored it and went with the lava because I don't like defending things that are like half dead. It's just a waste of elixir. That's an important tip for new players, is to know when to defend and when not to defend. Stuff like that I won't defend. But I see the Queen Royal Giant log. I'm thinking Royal Giant, and so here I'm waiting for him to spell it. I didn't know if he was gonna lightning or fireball or whatever he was gonna do, so he comes with the lightning, and then I just hit him with the skeleton dragons as soon as this spell comes out. A beautiful zap as well to get us a balloon hit, and sadly our skeleton dragon, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, he goes into the other lane, so we only managed to get his tower down to 1700. But it's still nice because we're up 1200 damage, and definitely if you are up versus Royal Giant early, that's the way you want to go, because the goal is to minimize how many times you can go in with Royal Giant pushes. If you've got him on his heels the entire game and he can only get like 2 or 3 E-Giants, or 2 or 3 Royal Giants down, then it's really good for you because you want to keep up the pressure on offense. But I decided to leave this Royal Ghost alone because I might need my Mega... I didn't want to go in with a whole Lavaloon push. I just wanted to go Lava Mega Minion. And if I waste the Mighty Miner, he's just going to punish me with the Royal Giant. And so he did try and pull there. He sadly was not able to protect his whole Royal Giant. So he had basically no 3-crown push coming, and that's exactly what we wanted because we were able to tower trade here, and just like that, we're still like not having to play defense. So if like I'm down a ton of damage, I have to play defense for a little while, and you can't afford to like have to play defense. You need to keep him on his heels, like I said, with the pressure. And so we went with the balloon there because I wanted to try and just bait out some elixir so he couldn't go with a Royal Giant. And so we went lava in the middle so that my defense could turn into offense here. Like, this Mega Minion would have supported my lava push had he not lightning, but he just decided to lightning, so it was a little annoying there. But we did just go with the drags here because I was thinking as long as the Queen's alive, he has nothing to kill our balloon with, since we could just go in like this, and he already used his lightning, and so now he could just lightning a solo balloon, but I think that would be really bad for him, and now he has absolutely no elixir for it. So we were able to take his tower here with the loon bomb and the fireball, and he had to lightning our tower, which was exactly what we wanted. I did try and lightning block at it was a little delayed though, so like one of the skeleton dragons died, which I thought was a little weird. But now that his lightning's out, he only has 1 answer to our balloon, so I was just able to zap at the last second here so that the Queen retargeted onto our skeleton dragon, and just like that, we only need 1 more fireball zap to take his tower, and I just start cycling cards here. There's no way he's gonna dish out 6,000 damage, so we pretty substantially took a dub here against Asaph, one of the best players in the game. So as you can see, Oyassuu, this is the real Oyassuu, #3 finish. I thought right off the bat when we were on stream, I got really sad because I thought he was playing 2.6. Thankfully, he was not playing 2.6. I can't even beat 2.6 half the time. How am I going to beat Oyassuu? But I saw the zap in the miner, and I'm thinking, what on earth is he playing? I wasn't quite sure. And then he drops a cannon at the bridge because it was a misclick. I think he wanted to go Valk, but it sadly did not matter. He got away with just dropping a cannon at the bridge there because we had no loon, so there's no way to punish that. And so he went with the executioner, and then it clicked that he was playing loon cycle, loon NATO cycle. I've actually faced this deck quite often in the last couple of days, so I'm used to facing it, but I just decided to go with the Mighty Miner opposite lane here and the loon because now he has no elixir because he has to respond to the Mighty Miner, no tornado, and yeah, he's just not going to be able to respond to this loon very well. And so He does zap at the last second, and we go Mega Minion to block the Executioner. The zap prevents us from getting a third balloon hit, which I think was a very good play by him. Very heads-up play. I mean, it's kind of a simple play, but it was a well-timed zap. I don't know if timing necessarily did anything there, but he managed to not take like 800 more damage, which is sad for us because, you know, this matchup's a little tough. I don't know if it's like a really hard matchup, but I just have a hard time dealing with the Executioner, especially in cycle decks, just because they can stack them, and it's just hard to deal with the Executioner, especially, you know, when he's getting so much value against our lava. As you can see, he goes with a whole push here, so I just go Mighty Miner to distract the Valkyrie and the Executioner. Then I hop in with the balloon because the lava is going to get a lot of chip damage by itself. And we do manage to wrap up his Executioner after going with another Mega Minion here. And sadly, I didn't want to respond to the Executioner. I wanted to go in on offense, but it is what it is. Because here, the Executioner is going to do a very bad job at cleaning up individual lava pups. And I know the tower is targeting the balloon, so these two puppies are going to get a ton of damage, and we actually managed to get the bomb and drop him all the way to 159. And so here I'm thinking, if we can prevent him from getting a balloon hit here with only 30 seconds left, we might be able to prevent him from taking the tower. And so here I go with the Mighty Miner to take out this Executioner, just so he can't get any extra value out of that in case we do have to go to a 2-tower situation. But then I just swap lanes over there and we kill the Executioner and the Valkyrie, pull the balloon, go with the drags, and just the fireball at the last second wraps this bad boy up. And we win by just the second versus Oyassuu, which was a really close game. And I think it was very nice to beat Oyassuu and Asaph in the same stream. Alright, so here we have a mirror match versus the Juicy One. Now, he's not, you know, he's not the best player in the world, you know, he's a little washed. But don't tell him I said that. He's a very good player. He has the top 100 finishes, as you can see, and we're playing a mirror. So this is very interesting, especially on stream. I kind of thought he was tying for a minute there because, you know, we've been added for a little while, but apparently not. So I go with the lava and he goes with the lava. This was definitely a fun match just because lava mirror matchups are always a little entertaining, especially because so many things can go wrong. It's like so based on the starting hand that it's crazy. And so we go with the Mega Minion on offense here, and I try to go with the drags on defense because the problem is these stupid skeletons are just annoying me. And you know, the skeleton dragons were trying to take out those skeletons, but I had to actually zap and tombstone, and we're just down a little bit of damage early. But the thing about this is, although it was a kind of scuffed beginning to the matchup, lava mirror matchups don't really matter damage wise, because if he gets 700 damage more than me, 500, 1000, nobody really cares because you're not getting individual damage. It's all about pushes. You're taking his tower with the Lavaloon push. You're not getting little chip damages in this matchup. You're usually tower trading, so it's not a big deal whether we're 700 damage up or down here. It's just about taking the tower. So basically resetting, then we're going with the lavas again. I believe I just go with the balloon. I get my first Lavaloon push down. We have to deal with these stupid skeletons again, and I believe I do Skelly drags on defense again and wrap up the skeletons this time, since he's not back to fireball. And he goes with the Mega Minion, and here I'm thinking we get super good fireball value. I don't know why the loon hesitated, but we still got a shot off. And boom, we managed to kill the Mega Minion, and our skeleton dragons wrapped up his pups, which gave us a damage advantage, which is nice. But again, as I said, it's not a huge deal. It's just nice that we didn't give up a tower because of those skeleton dragons that we played. And so I go with the high lava here just because I don't really want to back up this lava too much. I just want to make sure that it takes his tower. And we go ahead and zap his Mighty Miner here. I just want to get the bomb down on this Mega Minion, so now it dies to a fireball, and we have a faster cycle than he does because the Mighty Miner is still on the field. And so I just decided to try and mess up his cycle by going with like the lava in the middle, because I'm trying to basically buy time for me to defend this Lavaloon push so that he can't like stack a whole push and catch me using fireballs on defense and stuff like that. Because if you can get his fireball out in this matchup, it's just really good for you. So because then you can abuse the skeleton dragons and then it turns into a shit show from there. So as long as we have our fireball for his skeleton dragons or for whatever we need it for on offense, that's very important. And so as you can see, fireball comes out and immediately I go with the drags here to wrap up his stuff. And he used his zap and his fireball, which I think was a really bad play there. And now he has nothing to respond to the mighty miner. So that was a good game, good mirror matchup, good intense mirror matchup. And now let's get into one more game. Alright, so we have Code Rockstar here. He's not like the best player in the world. He's not like a pro. He might not be a pro, but he's a pretty famous Twitch streamer. And it's a difficult matchup, so I just wanted to include it in the video. I know he's not like the best player, but he's also not a very bad player, and he's also extremely popular on Twitch in the Latin American community. It really sucks that I didn't pick up more from Spanish in high school. I took 2 years of Spanish and I can't even like form simple sentences. So that kind of sucks, because I wanted to learn Spanish so that I could stream like in the Latin American community, which is like 30 times bigger than the English community. So unfortunate there, but as you can see, he goes with the E-drag that's kind of just like wandering around, and at the last second I go with the King Tower activation, because I thought, why not just go with that, and like what is he gonna do to pressure us there? I mean, he goes with the balloon, yay, yippee-ki-yay, you went with the naked balloon. What did you think was that that was gonna accomplish, And so we go with the fireball here, and that's nice because the skeleton dragons are gonna go ahead and get some nice little chip damages there. And this matchup is all about chip damage, usually, but Rockstar would end up using some interesting freezes that would ultimately lose him the game. The goal here is to get his freezes, just anything out, just get something out. As you can see, I only go with lava when his freeze, NATO, E-drag, I-drag, one of those is out. Because if he has all of those available for you, it's going to be really hard to break through. So you want to just kind of get his cycle a little messed up. But as you can see, he goes with the E-drag to try and stop our mighty miner. It's not going to work, so we force out a NATO from him to wrap up our push. So I go with the late zap here, which is going to get us an extra hit on that bowler. And he goes with, I think, the losing play of the game. He decides to go with the freeze here on his 1 HP E-dragon. And he gets some extra damage, but was it really worth getting 3 extra E-drag hits? And now his freeze is out, so I'm thinking, if we just hop in with the mighty miner here, he's going to have to respond to both lanes, and now we can just go drags fireball on this E-drag and kill the E-drag, and luckily enough, we were able to fireball both the I-drag and the E-drag, and we zap it, and just like that, he doesn't have enough elixir to stop this push because he had to respond to the mighty miner. I drop him a well played because I know he's live, so I wanted to give him a little bit of a BM. And also I hate Lumberloons, so we were successfully able to 3-crown him here, which is very nice. But as you can see, forcing out elixir and getting his freeze out was actually really important in that matchup. So GG's, hope you enjoyed this video, beating some pros. Yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and let me know what type of videos you would like to see next. Peace, have a great night or day or whatever.